What's going on, everyone? Milky here. Hope you're having a great day. Today we've got one of my favorite archetypes, which is Destroy, and it's focusing in on a Deadpool Venom deck. Now, I've done a few versions of this in the past, but this updated list actually feels like even slicker. I think it feels even better than the decks I've played in the past. And the reason is because we've got an updated card with Bast and a few other changes in the deck, which I think make the play lines feel a little bit more smooth. Bast is huge because you can pretty much hit anything in the deck and feel really, really good about it. Other than Deathlock, I mean, it's kind of one thing, but it's definitely a trade-off that I'm willing to make. The other inclusions in this list are Wolverine, and you'll see in the gameplay, Wolverine is an absolute beast. I love the card, and I think he's got an awesome spot here as well alongside Deadpool. The rest of the deck is really your typical Destroy cards. Now, we don't have Beast in the list, but I've been seeing a lot less Armours out there at the moment, so I'm holding off on the Beast. He's taken a spot on the bench until those Armours potentially come back. But I felt the list is really, really smooth in the way that it plays out. With Bast in the deck, I also don't feel the need for Hulkbuster. I think Forge and Bast, between those two, you can get Deadpool up and running pretty well. But the rest of the deck, you've got your common kind of like big power pushes on the board with Venom and Taskmaster, that kind of combo. You've got Killmonger to destroy Deadpool and other cards that you want to clean up off the board, and your typical kind of Carnage and Bucky Barnes plays as well. I'm really, really loving this deck. I'm excited about it. Wanted to share it. It's been a joy to play. Definitely stick around and check out the gameplay. We had a bunch of really, really cool games in this one, so check that out. I'm going to take off. Hope you have a great day. Until the next video, I'll catch you then. I don't even know what to do this game. I have so many things that I could do. Does this just keep working? Let's not muck around with it. Have a 0-40 on turn 4. He may have a Shang-Chi in the deck though. He may have a Killmonger, who knows? Sorry, you have a, yeah, 0-40. Look at this. Look at that red skull. Look at that tiny little red skull. Okay, now that feels kind of bad. We've, if he had Venom this turn, we'd have a 0-80, which would be crazy. We're looking for Taskmaster off the top, otherwise... I mean, I think we're still okay with skipping here because we have a decent hand. Not decent hand, but we have, you know, we have plays. Okay, so we never lose to that. We do get the Taskmaster, so... He could Arrow. Arrow is an issue. Arrow is an issue. Arrow is a big issue. We have nothing to do to play around Arrow right now. I mean, is what it is, right? He's got Arrow, he's got Arrow. He's got Arrow, he's got Arrow. Doesn't have Arrow. Whoa. Well, that was the incorrect order. Did not have Arrow. Did not have Arrow. And we jump the Titania over to our side. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Love to see this on. Love to see games like this with 40 power Deadpool. We actually could have got it even bigger if we drew Venom. And then the Taskmaster. Ooh, and then we also get this. So this is actually huge. We'll go Deadpool, Wolverine, Carnage right now, which is massive. We can follow up with a Deathlock Venom as well. Like, Deadpool just costing 0 is so nasty. So nasty. That's why Beast is almost just super good in these decks, for sure. Maybe Beast is actually better in this list. Maybe Beast is actually just better. We'll do Bucky. This could be a Galactus. What do we do if it's a Galactus? Do we want this out if it's a Galactus? Put it here. If it's a Galactus, it's a Galactus, and we can figure out how to win the rest of the game. Okay, so we still have Deathlock. So I think we do like this. This is actually still really big for us. Please don't have Spider-Man. If he has Spider-Man, we are in trouble. How do we win against a Spider-Man? Are we playing around exactly Spider-Man? You know how we can actually play around Spider-Man. So we do. It's definitely not the best. It's not the best, but how we play around Spider-Man is this. Okay. If he's got a Spider-Man, this is the best way to play around it. Kang. Galactus Kang. Okay. We've actually never seen Kang before in game. We've seen it a ton in streams and stuff. We're going to make the same play. Because everything's out of Shang-Chi range. He could have a null, which is an issue. He could have a null, which is an issue. This is actually better if he has a null. We'll do this. We'll still make the exact same play. If he's got a Spider-Man, he's got a Spider-Man. Enough said, bub. I have Venom coming down there. He's got to have a Shang-Chi, so this actually kind of sucks for us. Kind of sucks for us, not gonna lie. But Wolverine gets bigger, and we play these two. He easily could have a Shang-Chi here. Wolverine does get a little bigger. Shang-Chi. Wolverine gets a bit bigger, and... Wait, do we win this one? It's gonna be close. Oh my gosh, we win. Look at this. Look at this. What a crazy game. That was such an enjoyable game to play. It's the danger room. We've kind of got all of our destroy cards, but probably actually get a really good value Venom here. If this gets destroyed, we're really happy. Okay. Unlucky. Okay, so I think we throw this here, and we can always Carnage this next turn anyways. If we are doing that, do we just want to do this? I'm not keen on the Raft. I think the Raft is a bait this game. Let's do this. This is fine. He also thinks the Raft is a bait, so smart man. Next turn we can fill this actually. This is interesting. Next turn we can actually potentially Deadpool Venom here. This is shaped up to be quite nice, and then we actually get the Raft card as well. I like the way this game's shaping up. If our Carnage dies, our Carnage dies. I think we've accepted that fate. Okay, that goes middle. That's fine. Carnage lives. Very nice. We're ahead, so we can't be blocked out of anything that we're trying to do here. Get the Raft card. Get a big Taskmaster. Sorry, Venom for Taskmaster, and we also get the Raft card. So I think we're in a really, really solid spot here. And we have Deadpool. Like we're gonna have. This is kind of cracked. We're gonna have Taskmaster, a big Taskmaster to follow up this. We're gonna have Deadpool, a big Deadpool, 12 Deadpool, and then we'll also have the Raft card. I hope he stays in this. Okay, so he indeed does stay in this. Magneto. Okay. This is pretty cracked. You could just have a Shang-Chi, you know. Wouldn't put it past decks like this to have a Shang-Chi. Oh, sorry, we have 14 because of the Nova. He just kind of like rolls out his hand there. Okay, so I think we just play out our big stuff. We'll play out Magneto middle, which can move Dracula actually. 16 is the biggest actually, so 16 is the biggest, so we'll play Taskmaster first. I'm scared of this location, not gonna lie. So I'll just do this. He has a way to get this bigger with MODOK. So maybe we say 16 middle is enough. And we stack power here and just say he can't beat us. That's probably the best play. Let's do this. Huge final turn. Like, absolutely massive. So there's the Apocalypse that we were a little concerned about. I don't think he's going to be able to beat 42 here, right? Galactus comes down. Okay. So he does get the win in middle by 1 point. But we do end up coming up over the top. It's huge final play. Like, that was crazy. Rocks in our deck, never good. Never good. We'll start out with Forge. We'll preemptively say we're going to draw something we want to Forge into. We have a little hope here. Bucky's not that card. Not that card we want to Forge into, but what we can do is we can just Forge straight into this, and then we can do a... it's not going to be a great value Venom. Not going to lie. Maybe actually playing this into Lechigelio is the better call. But I think this is the way we're shaping up now with Altar of Death coming down. Gonna have a lot of energy next turn, like so much energy. Okay, shame that didn't land into Grand Central. That would have been perfect. Okay, we can just wipe his board here, which is nutty. So I'm thinking we probably want to do something like this, and just we can just like that's kind of janky actually. Maybe we just wait. Do this first, in case it goes over here, which gives us a good shot at that. Then we'll do Killmonger and we'll do Venom. This is actually quite a strong turn. We're gonna definitely pull Taskmaster though. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. Maybe we land this in Altar of Death. So we're satisfying just playing a massive Killmonger. Oh, okay. Well, I'm super glad we dumped our hand then. Pulls his Shang-Chi. Lucky dude. What a lucky dude. He's still 3 cards in hand. This is probably the worst card we could have got. I think anything else? Not anything else. Deadpool. I mean, everything would have been bad except for Nova. We just play this on the board in middle. We just say we beat him mid. hit his Leech and rolled into his Shang-Chi. How unfortunate. I guess he would have had that on the final turn anyways. So maybe it's good for us to know ahead of time. I think he's got one more stone to play. Maybe not, actually. He might have one more stone to play before he can play Thanos. So actually dumping our hand there before that final turn actually worked out perfectly. We'd never know that a Leech was coming down. Like, maybe we could figure it out, but end up making the right call over here for now. I think this is fine. And this is a deck where you usually want to Bast as early as possible, just to get things going. So we'll definitely do... Fortress 3 power. I guess 4 power here ain't bad. We can go into this. I guess we want to do a Venom a little later. So maybe we do Forge and then we go into our Deadpool next turn. I think this is a good play. We do kind of want something to pair with Deadpool next turn though. Wolverine, Bucky, anything like that's great. Limbo, okay. That's actually quite nice for us. There's that Wolverine we were looking for. So we'll definitely make this play. We can play Deathlock next turn into a Venom play too. See where that Wolverine lands. See where that Wolverine lands. This could be a Cosmo deck. We lose our Taskmaster, which is pretty important in a lot of ways, but this is pretty good. There's actually a decent amount of power for a Venom. Do we want to waste it, is the question. You can always do like a Bucky play later. I'm just thinking the rest of the cards we have in our deck don't actually add all that much power, so I think this is the better play. We've got a Snapper, so does he have a Cosmo? I have to see. Also, New York just throws a lot of uncertainty in the mix for certain things, so I think we'll go ahead and do this. Can move things around, unless he's like Shang-Chiing this turn, which he could be. Could also Cosmo. Oh, I didn't end turn. Thought I was an ending turn here. We have Prio, so an area doesn't do anything. Well, not too much.
Enough said, bub.
It's got a Wong, okay. Okay. So what we can do is this one. It actually just adds the same amount of power. I do lose 2 power in our Bast, but I mean, we set ourselves up for a really good final turn as well. So I think this is just better than Deathlock for sure. Final turn. Could have a Gambit. Gambit is not fun for us. I think what I want to do is I want to do something like this. Do we play all 3 lanes this way? Potentially. We can... I don't know. This doesn't really help us, but you know, we'll do it for fun. This is going to be probably our best play. Maybe this is a little better. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We've got a good chance here, I think. The Ironheart was an interesting play. It could just be a Gambit. If it was Gambit, maybe leaving the Hood on the board was better. I mean, it's close. What is this? What is this play?
Enough said, bub.
Lands back same spot, so actually does put us in the lead there for a period of time. Devil Dino? Sentinel Shang-Chi. So We ended up moving out our Shang-Chi for us here. So this is actually quite good. So we play, I think we just play Carnage again, and then we can play... You can't move anything here. This was a interesting early Shang-Chi for him. I don't think he's got 20 power here. I don't think he's got it. We do lose 2 power doing this, but look, I'm okay with that.
Enough said, bub.
Man, I was kind of hoping that landed middle. What is this? Korg and Darkhawk? Odin. I don't think he's... I mean, depends where these roll, actually. They could all roll left. They could all roll right, sorry. It's 2 right. Very unlucky. Very unlucky. Lose by 1. Lose by 1. Very unlucky. So I think Demon over here would be better. Kind of hitting the Taskmaster with the Yondu was brutal for us. Outside of that, we would have had an easy win. So the Demon over here, do that. Question is Wolverine or Bucky this turn? Well, I'll do Wolverine because we've got Venom now. Actually, maybe Bucky was better because Bucky and Deathlock with this follow-up, with a Venom follow-up, is actually just huge. So I think this is actually far better. If Wolverine lands on this location, it's fine. But otherwise, I think the other play was just better. It's all right. Let's kick on here.
Enough said, bub.
Okay. I mean, we also don't have Taskmaster in hand, so that's kind of fine as well. This is an interesting play. What we've got to kind of do here. So we can just like kick on with just like a not a huge value Venom, but a decent value. Not having another Destroy card in the deck makes me think we're gonna need value out of our Deadpool. So let's make this play. I think this is fine. Not having another Destroy card in our hand, sorry. Carnage or Killmonger off the top is actually very good for us. So we take either of those. This is a big Venom. Okay. Wolverine landing there is actually a little annoying for us. However, we can okay, what do we want to do? We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, which is pretty big. We have no way of getting Bucky down on the final turn. And I think we're okay. I think we're okay. He could just have a Killmonger, Arnim Zola, Arnim Zola. He could have some crazy kind of play here. Yeah, this is the play. He might have just a Taskmaster. Lots of different things he could have here. I need to win these 2 locations. He could Zola this back over here, which is pretty cracked for him. Do we ever beat that? Oh, we go 27 here. We don't even come close. But what we can't play 2 locations, but we can play 1. If we just... So let's assume... Let's make an assumption that he's playing Zola here, which means that this has to win. So does this win? Does this beat 32 middle? 13, 23, 23 plus 9. We actually do because we have points here. So if he Zolas this, we actually win. He Zolas that. So I think we actually are going to win here. Yeah, so he didn't actually... Surely that's incorrect. Surely that's incorrect. Yeah, that's just absurd power here. Like, unnecessary amount of power. How are we ever going to beat that with our Venom already out on the board? So I think that's a misplay from him. We would have won regardless. Yeah, we would have won regardless. He would have been 33 here. But surely there's a better way to do that.